Hi, welcome back to another episode of Examining Life, a life that's worth living. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Amanda. If you're new to my channel, this is a philosophy channel where I travel to different cities and ask people from around the world different philosophy-related questions. And my ultimate goal is to see how these are answered across different cultures. And today I am in Boston Common. So today's question is, should artificial intelligence have rights? And before we continue, please hit the subscribe button. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. I really appreciate your support. And so today I'm speaking with Alfredo. So should artificial intelligence have rights?
That's a very interesting question because the idea of rights stem from the notion of human dignity.
Yeah.
So then the question should be rather, in my opinion, does artificial intelligence has an element of dignity? Like that will be the element. And I don't know if we can add, if we could give attributes of dignity to a non-sentient being, and if it's sentient, how sentient it is.
Right.
So my answer is I don't know, but I would rather go to the path of defining what makes rights right, and it stems from human dignity.
From my understanding, artificial intelligence seems to have the logical aspect. We have the capability of being logical as humans, but then we also have like the emotional side of us. So where does say emotion tie in with dignity, and is the emotional aspect of us part of what gives us dignity, or that makes us think that we should have rights?
Question is emotion the aspect that make dignity come to be?
Right.
And if we have another being who is totally logical, what makes us think that one doesn't deserve the same of the other? I am a developer too, and something that I have seen that machine learning is based on is a lot what we call if-else statements.
Okay, yeah.
Meaning, if this, then that. If this, then, and you get to the point that is so crazy to the point of you just have super complicated if-else statements. And if-else statements don't have emotion, there's no emotion involved in there. And it's important to establish to what extent emotions are just feelings and dignity, because when people behave with each other in a way that is respecting their sense of dignity, societies work. Those societies that don't treat each other in that way, they collapse. So there might be something truthful about the concept of dignity.
Yeah. Do you think it might be possible, not necessarily right now, but in the future, to make an if-then statement or an if-then code to implement an emotional aspect to AI?
I think that it's possible to artificially code, yes, in a way that mirrors what would be human emotion, and then we probably will having this conversation again.
To see if they should get rights.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if AI should have rights, what rights should they have?
I think it's going to be dependent on what sense of dignity they derive from the code that has been written, which is a very elegant way of saying I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda. Nice talking to you.
So who am I speaking with today?
I'm Paul Buda.
Would you like to tell a little bit about your background?
Sure. So my background is I have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, followed by a master's degree in AI. And then I went on to get an MBA after that. And since then, I've been working for big, small companies, all kinds of different organizations.
And do you think that artificial intelligence should have rights?
Of course. Yeah. Why not?
Well, one objection that I typically get is because they're not human. So, it's artificial, it's not real. Or, it's real, but it's, not real.
But it will become real eventually, right? We're at the very beginnings of this right now. So at some point, at some time in the future, it's going to become real enough that we're going to have to answer these questions.
So if artificial intelligence should have rights, what rights should they have?
I think they should have the same rights as we have. Take, for example, civil rights, right? Okay, everybody knows that, we should all be looking at this from everybody's equal kind of perspective. And now you have this new entity that people aren't going to think of as being equal, right? So how are we going to approach that going forward? And at what point will we officially christen it as being equal to us? I suppose you could also look at this as a warning. If we don't say good things about AI and it becomes smarter than we are and we haven't set that foundation, we could be in big trouble then.
Oh, okay. So like one of those movies that the robots take over the world.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In your opinion, what do you think is a good way to integrate technology or artificial intelligence into like modern day society? Obviously, we have like Google and Alexa and our smartphones and all of that sort of thing. Is that good? And are there other things that you think, or a different way, for example, that these should be integrated?
Yeah, I think the technology will show us the right way. And yeah, of course, you're always going to have an evil Alexa and a bad Google that are doing awful things, but hopefully we'll find ways to temper it and keep it.
Oh, so who am I speaking with today?
I am Faisal.
Should artificial intelligence have rights?
I think if they should have right, they should ask for it.
What rights do you think artificial intelligence might want?
I don't know what they want, but as they have the ability to code themselves, they should have the ability to decide for themselves what right they should have.
Yeah.
If they have it.
Yeah. I think part of what goes into rights is like a moral or ethical aspect to it. So do you think AI can code ethics into like their being?
No, because I think ethics is a human thing.
Okay.
Because people have a free will, so whenever they have the will to do something, they have the will to decide what's ethical and not.
Yeah. Right.
Where the robots can't have it
Yeah.
so far, but maybe they will develop some kind of free will for their own.
Thank you so much.
No worry.
My name is Adam.
Should artificial intelligence have rights?
I disagree because I feel that those are going to remove jobs away and it's going to destroy the economy like it did with the 1980s with the factories going down. It feels like the artificial intelligence is going to take jobs away. Amazon is saying that they're going to strip 8,000 jobs next year because of AI. So I don't like AIs.
Should we stop new technologies? Like, should we not develop any more technologies?
I
If
don't
that
think the
is
technology is an issue. I think the AI is the issue. Because that is taking away humanity rights. At the end of the day, you're not saving lives. You're saving money because you're destroying lives, and that's how I view it.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below how you would answer this question. Should artificial intelligence have rights?